Alright, well, I'm starting with Subnautica here. Subnautica is a survival game, and it's kind of a sci-fi game. And we've got these game modes. I'm going to go with survival, and we're going to start a new game, so that way you guys can see the whole thing from start to, well, not really till end, but so Subnautica is in early access. It's still currently in a pre-alpha build. You can see it says early development build up at the top right. Let's see. It's still at a fairly early stage, but I have a lot of fun with Subnautica. If you plan on getting the game, an important thing to keep in mind is that new updates are sometimes so dramatic that they will invalidate your old save files. So if that's not okay with you, then you might want to wait to get this game until it gets a full release. So there is that. There have been quite a few updates. The current one was called the H2O update, and I really like a lot of the things that it did, both graphically and some of the gameplay things it changed. So, nothing to be aware of. It does have a really long initial load screen. Yeah. But looks like the chat is still a bit empty. Come on, guys. Get here. Oh well. Which means I'm only talking to the people on YouTube, I guess. Hi, YouTubers. Who probably also aren't really watching this, to be honest. That's okay. I'm doing it as much for me as I am for anyone else. Yeah, as you can see, it's a really long load screen, but, you know, the game itself is really fun. I don't play it as much as you might think due to how... Oh, I'll let you listen.
In the late 22nd century, humanity is beginning to colonize space. Before colony ships arrive, habitation vessels are appointed terraforming missions. The Aurora was one such vessel. During its descent, the Aurora was struck by a mysterious energy pulse, resulting in catastrophic hull failure. A single life pod jettisoned prior to impact. You were in that life pod.
Alright. So yeah, here's how you start. You start as a guy with nothing going for you. Except you do have a little bit of inventory. So let's see what I get. It's random, so gold, iron kit, lithium. Ooh, lithium, that's always nice. A welder? I start with a welder? Awesome. So the reason it's awesome to start with a welder is because I believe this current version, I haven't confirmed, but it seems like this current version has a bug that one of the ingredients for the welder is just not spawning. So getting a free one is awesome. So I'm gonna go around hunting, gathering materials. Oh, hey, break limestone. Oh, there we go. Break limestone. So one of the problems I've had with Subnautica is it does not always play well with OBS. I'm currently looking at my stream and seeing that it's still not playing super well with OBS. The stream video is pretty choppy, but my video on screen is actually really smooth. So, I don't know. Yeah. So one of the big changes that came with this edition is this water is much more 3D now. These waves have a lot of depth to them, whereas before it was basically just plain. Also, this kind of volumetric effect here that you see, and these caustic lighting effects, all that's new. Come on. There we go. Try and catch a peeper. Peepers are worth a good deal of food if you cook them. Whoa. They're also fast and annoying and hard to catch. There we go. Let's see. So I want at least one more quartz. Ideally, I'd like a whole bunch more.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
Alright. So, that actually now, that announcement is leading up to a pretty big event, and that big event is going to be something you want to plan for really before it even happens. So you're leading up for a drive core explosion.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
You want to get lead, enough lead to make a radiation suit before the ship blows up. Get my flashlight. Welder. Alright. So,
New creature discovered.
I'm gonna get those scrap, titanium. Also newer, a lot of these models that you can see being produced. Before they were either a lot simpler, or some of them were just cubes with a texture on them. So, let's get some glass, and some silicone. Alright. So, let's make an O2 tank. I like to have 2 O2 tanks. It's just how much I like to have. There's no one right answer to how much O2 to have. Alright. So, I'll set that to 1, 2, 2, 3. There we go. Let's cook that peeper. Alright, back out. Because your hunger and thirst are always dropping, those bars, you really can't waste too much time. Sometimes the night will be a time when you can't get a whole lot done, in which case you may want to sit it out. But generally speaking, you don't have a whole lot of time. These are fun. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog style breathing. Oh, there we go. Bubble. 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 Yeah. Alright. So, how much do I have? Alright, so that's enough for flippers, and that's the next thing I'm going to do. Because dive flippers will make me swim faster, and I need to be able to swim faster. Oh, hey, people are here. Hello. The video of my face looks wide and not tall enough. Alright, well, let me fix that in a second. 1 second. Huh, that was funny. I think that looks a little bit better. Let me know. Whoop, there we go. Duke remembers waiting for the big bubble in Sonic. Alright, so I need silicone and silicone. And this will get me... there we go. Flippers, or fins, or whatever you want to call them. Those things. You know, for diving. Alright, so this is how I like to be set up for my hunt to get my radiation suit.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's dry core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating risk assessment. Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%. By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%.
Alright. So gold is actually not as useful as you would think. It sounds great, and it's pretty hard to come by, but what I really need is copper and silver, because using video game logic, copper and silver are what you need to make lead, which, yes, I know, lead is an element, and you can't combine any two things and get lead, and yet, that's how the game works. Oh, got a little choppy for me. Another new thing in the H2O update is this kind of green haze.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Let's rise. So, it used to be that all of the biomes had roughly the same kind of volumetric effect. So, I do like that change. Yeah. The graphics got significantly better, and actually, the performance improved with the H2O update. So what is the point of the game? So, right now, the game is essentially just a survival game. Your goal is to not die, and to progress up the tech tree. Also, there's a lot of exploration to go on. There's a lot of cool things to do and see, you know, monsters out there. The devs have made it pretty clear that they have an actual plot in mind. It's not just going to be survival. And that the first part of this plot is what's implemented with the whole Aurora containment failure and all that stuff. So, I think they're trying to keep the story elements towards the end, so as to have the surprise kind of not spoiled. But yeah, right now it's a fairly self-driven game. You have to be able to set a goal for yourself. And usually your goal is not dying, which is actually not as easy as you might think. I died kind of a lot. Not during this early phase of the game, because I've got plenty of practice, but... So, some other new things they've added with H2O is Moon here, and this giant, like, twin planety thing. And they have phases, so that's a new thing. Also is this nice effect where when you dive under and you look up, I mean, look at that. That is a good under the water looking up at the sky effect. I don't know if it's completely accurate, but it's beautiful.
New creature discovered.
Alright. Yeah, the giant twin planet thingy is really cool. The moon is a little bit disappointingly just the moon. I mean, if you look at it closely, you can see it's just an image of Earth's moon. So what else do I need? So I need more copper. I need 2 leads, so that means I'll need 4 copper and a silver. I'm also going to need another silicone, but that's not too hard to do. Yeah. There we go. That'll get me the other silicone I need.
Warning, local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%.
Go away.
Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
Yeah, in case it isn't obvious from the guy's teeth, that stalker will bite me, and that is unpleasant. Oh, ouch. Ouch. No. No, go away, stalker. Ugh, freaking stalkers. I hate stalkers. I actually don't hate stalkers, because they've dropped stalker teeth, and stalker teeth are an important resource. Titanium. Oh, yep, I'm gonna die. I can tell. I'm gonna die. That guy's gonna eat me. Nope. Nope. Wow. This was a pretty disastrous trip. I like how I say, like, oh yeah, I don't usually die at this early stage of the game, and then I'm down to 10 health. That's what I get for being so arrogant. And for night diving. Everyone knows night diving is dangerous. Goodness. Ugh, titanium. I may say ugh, titanium, but I mean, it's important. I need to have a bunch of it, just not right now. Alright, so, when you die, you respawn back inside the thing you were last in. Whether it be your base or this lander. I don't actually have a base right now. But, you lose the inventory that you acquired between your last visit to that place and your current visit there. I'm gonna get a titanium ingot. Alright. Alright, so... let's dump this titanium, because I don't need it. Oh, there's that gold, dump that in there. Alright. Let's get some food going. You will heal over time. So, that's a plus. Alright.
Emergency. Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred.
Oh, this is no
in
good.
The Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state. 80 minus. 10, 9.
Let's watch.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So yeah, that's bad news. That means that radiation is going to start spreading through the game, and I need to hurry up and get myself copper and silver, like, ASAP. Because if I don't, the radiation will start killing me, and then I will just be unable to continue the game. I've said it before, and I'll repeat it, that I think the time frame between the game starting, how close silver and copper are in terms of availability, and how quickly the Aurora goes is something that needs to be rebalanced a bit. So I still need 1 more silver and 3 more copper. Oh! See that? A stalker got me. Awesome. Well, at least I'm back up to full health. So I still need that copper, though. That was a waste of time. Ugh. Yep. I'll bet it was that stalker right there, because that's roughly where I was. Jerk. So yeah, that copper I collected, gone. Doesn't count. Which means I need to get this copper even faster. Come on, there we go, copper, good. What's in these little limestone chunks will depend on what biome you're in. The Safe Shallows has mostly titanium and copper. This right here, this little kelp foresty thing, has mostly copper, but you can also find silver and gold. The grassy plains have more silver. What do we got here? Seamoth fragment. So I really like what they did with fragments in this update. Before, you used to just drop them in this fragment analyzer box, and then a countdown would start, and after the countdown is done, you could just have a new recipe. But now you have to actually actively find these multiple of these fragments and scan them. And then,
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
then after you scan enough of them, you'll have unlocked the new recipe. So yeah, it was. I think it's a really good system. It's much more engaging. You have to keep exploring and things like that because to a large extent it's an exploration game in addition to a survival game. So if you're not exploring, what are you doing? Why are you playing? So anything that keeps you exploring and gives you more motivation to go out and find stuff, I think is a good idea. I also need to grab some food because I'm gonna get hungry pretty soon. Whoa. Okay, more limestone. Copper. Titanium. How am I doing now? So, 4 silver. So I need 2 more copper and a silver. Oh. Hello, Stalker. So yeah, the Stalkers like to carry off bits of this crash ship scrap metal stuff. And when they do it, oh, you can see it right there. That's a Stalker tooth. And Stalker teeth are important because you need them to make enameled glass. Titanium. I risked death by Stalker for titanium? Pfft. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, copper. Yes. Okay, let's get back up to the surface. Your wife beckons you, Duke. Ugh. See, that's why the single life is awesome. Well, okay. I mean, it has its pros and its cons. Ooh. Okay, awesome. More copper. Alright, so that's enough copper. Now I really need silver. And the place for silver, I mean, you can get it here, but really the place for silver is the grassy plains. So I believe there are grassy plains off this way. More copper. More titanium. Yeah, memory serves, over this ridge there's some grassy plains area. Yep. Alright. Oh, wait, maybe that's not grassy plains. Maybe this is there we go, there's a grassy plains. So yeah, the grassy plains is full of this red seaweed grass. And these little crazy sand shark guys. Which, oh goodness, oh goodness, nope, 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 go away. That was unfortunate. Yeah, while all you have is a knife, it is not that easy to defend yourself. There are a lot of bad guys who want to eat your face. Including these little red and blue guys. These guys are little bloodsuckers. Or actually, no, I guess they're the newer things that aren't quite bloodsuckers. There was a thing, there it is. No, not copper. Not copper. Don't want copper. Stop giving me copper, game. Where's Ben? Oh. Yeah, I guess he did say he would be away right now. That's what I get for falling asleep instead of streaming. I really did need that sleep, though. I basically didn't sleep last night, and then I had to be up for my 8 AM class, and it was slightly nightmarish this morning. Not fun. I do not like risking these sharks for titanium. Really even copper. Whoa. Hello. One thing I do like, though, are these peepers. These guys give you more food than pretty much any other fish. Oh, there's an ore thing down here. Is that it? Silver. Awesome. That's what I need. Alright, time to boogie on home. Oh, welcome back, Duke. It's good to see you. Got some silver. So now I have enough for the lead, and I have enough silicone, I believe, and I am ready. Ready to make my radiation suit, which means I will luckily have managed to get my radiation suit before radiation spreads through the entire map, killing me slowly. Just gotta make it past this kelp forest here. Or creepvine forest, I believe is technically what this is called. Yeah. Keeping yourself fed and watered is priority 1, and priority 2 at the early game is the radiation suit. You need the radiation suit. Hello, hoverfish. I like the hoverfish. It actually looks like some kind of weird hovercraft. It's like a cross between a hovercraft and a lizard. It's great. Part of that might just be that I like lizards. I own 2 lizards. So. Gasopod! The relatively peaceful things, it looks like they're wearing gas masks and also release poison farts. So, yeah. The creature design in this game is really a lot of fun. It's not the most biologically consistent creature design, but I mean, it's really beautiful. They make a lot of really fun-looking designs, and I really enjoy it. Parts. There we go. Metal salvage. Alright.
New creature discovered.
So, lead. Lead. And I believe I should now be able to make, yep, radiation suit. Awesome. The radiation is coming from the big ship. So the ship I'm living in is an escape pod from a ship called the Aurora. That's the Aurora. And so this is an escape pod from the Aurora. And that is what is the source of the radiation. And also, I think it's time to fix some of this. Yeah, stop sparking. That's better. I can add power cells to this place? I don't remember that being the case. Must be new. Alright, we're gonna starve soon. Cooked hoverfish. Cooked spadefish. Let's get some filtered water. Alright, that's much better. Some titanium. Alright, so I think the next thing I want is a molecular analyzer thingy. So let's see what it takes for that. So I need a battery. A battery is 1 copper and 2 acid mushrooms. So here we go. Acid mushrooms. These are some of the easiest resources to find. Alright, then... oh, I already have copper. How do I already have copper? I'm not sure how I still have copper, but I'm not going to argue. Accidentally clicked out. Okay, battery. There we go. And scanner. Alright. So the scanner's great because you can get scans on all sorts of creatures. So here, let's scan the air sac. So now that I've scanned the air sac, I can get this little thing: semi-permeable membrane, body consisting of oxygen and water filled. Semi-permeable. Oh, sorry. No oral cavity detected. Membrane may filter plant matter from the water. Open-ended vascular tubing can be angled and contracted to pump out and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. No fins identified. Mostly oblivious to threats. Its only identified defense mechanism is its 95% cartilage. Assessment. Membrane may have applications as natural water filter, which is, I mean, I use them to filter water. So yeah, you get a whole bunch of cool things from that. You can scan pretty much all the creatures in the game. You can scan the limestone fragments, the salvage, lots of cool stuff. And it just updates your journal. This is brand new. This is added with the H2O update. So, yeah. Oops. That's the welder. So the next thing I really want to do is I want to get some new recipes from scanning fragments. Ben, you're back. Oh, what's new with Subnautica is a lot. I mean, for one thing, it looks much better now. Ooh, is that a fragment? No. Just a hunk of scrap. Lame. Hello, boomerang. You are mine now. Ooh, a whole fish. Oh, where'd you go? So, yeah. For a while I was having this, a fairly steady, YouTube video series of Subnautica, but it just doesn't play well enough with OBS for my desires. What am I doing on charge? 86? Should probably grab some acid mushrooms. So let's see, I still have 2 copper, so 4 acid mushrooms. Let me turn all of what I have into batteries. Yeah, the game. So, like I said, with the gameplay being a little choppy, is that yeah, that's just OBS not playing well with Subnautica. My video is on my screen is extremely smooth. I'm getting. I'm not sure what the hotkey is for display FPS, but it feels pretty smooth. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a fragment. So, yeah, I need to get, I think, 5 Seamoth fragments, and it'll unlock the Seamoth blueprint. So, yeah, I think this is a much more fun gameplay mechanic, even though it's harder, than just dropping those fragments, a single one, off at your fragment analyzer, and then it just automatically analyzes whatever the thing is. Yeah. That's boring time. Actually, maybe I have enough for a builder. thought I'd scan peepers. So one thing is, your scan will keep progressing if you stop the scan at some point. At least for creatures. I don't know about for fragments.
New creature discovered.
Yum, yum, yum. Alright, that's good. Drink some water. Make some batteries. I don't play a whole lot of FTL. I think a big thing that prevents me from playing, well, that makes me play less FTL is it's a little bit more random than I would really prefer. I have a lot of fun with it, but then sometimes, for seemingly no reason, the entire run will just go downhill, and I feel like, why am I continuing with something that kind of feels like no matter what I do, there's no real way that I can ensure a good run? I don't know. I kind of feel like the level of randomness is a little bit higher than I like, and it tends to put me off a bit. Like, if you look at the games that I play a lot of, there's very little randomness in them. So, I don't know. Although, I guess I play Dungeons & Dragons, and there's a lot of randomness in that. But I'm usually running the game, so it feels less random to me. Because, well, quite frankly, I can just dictate what happens if randomness is less fun than I would like. I don't know. Maybe that's hypocritical. That's just how it is. But there are definitely times I play FTL and then don't stream it. I'm just not always down for streaming. Oh! Oh goodness. Let's get into this cave. So these things are quite pretty, but also will damage you if you touch them. Can I scan them? Can't scan them.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So I should probably find a way out. Or at least find a Sonic the Hedgehog dealie.
Emergency, 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So when you run out of oxygen, you don't just instantly die, but you start taking damage, which is not great. At the end, you're playing some FTL. I did not know that. I guess I should pay more attention to the chat. Yes, British woman is telling me that I only have 30 seconds of oxygen. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, my computer is British. I don't actually know if the team that makes this is British. I feel like Americans like to use British voices for announcing. So maybe she's not British? Or, I mean, she's British, but maybe the team that makes the game isn't. Oh! Little bloodsucker guy. He's probably going to attach to me, but I'm still going to scan him. Little bleeder. These guys are really annoying. But they're easy to kill if you notice them. There you go. One hit, and it's dead. Alright. It occurs to me that I forgot what resources I need for my builder. Does it say in here? Blueprints. Bank. Technical equipment. There we go. That doesn't help much, does it? I guess I'll just look back. Because, yeah, it completely slipped my mind. I don't know. Ah! Ben was not playing H2O. He simply opened it up. I forgot to open up my Twitch alerts for this. Well, if you're following or donating or whatever, it won't show up on screen. Sorry. Although, not this stream, but the one before it, my Twitch alerts just wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to do anything. Kind of disconcerting. Alright. Computer chip, that's what I need. Okay, so computer chip is quartz, silver ore, and table coral samples. So the only part of that that's a little tricky is the silver. Oh man, goodness. Just knocked over my microphone, sorry. Legs is cooking some kind of food, and I have yet to eat anything today, and it is making me really hungry. I have had this glass of Coke here, and I had a very large coffee, because I needed an absurd amount of caffeine to get going today. Why am I going in here? There's not going to be any silver in here. I know why I'm going there, because it looks cool. That's why. It looks cool. I do not like heading straight towards the Aurora this early in the game, but I think I'm going to have to. So, the reason I don't like heading towards the Aurora quite so early is that one of the game's like boss level creatures lives near the Aurora, and it is really big, really scary, really fast, and right now I have literally nothing I can do to stop myself from dying if it shows up. Like, I can't outrun it, I can't fight it, there's nothing I can do at this point. So, however, I can collect a stalker tooth. Stalker tooth. So yeah, stalker teeth are awesome. So another thing that the devs need to work on for this game is asset respawning. So currently, as far as I know, the game simply spawns everything in, and it does not respawn as you go. So if you play for a really long time, eventually, like, the fish stocks will be depleted. Oh, not that. This is what I want. Yeah, all the resources will be gone, and it will just be a wasteland out there. Even if you don't collect anything, it'll eventually, the fish will start to go away because the various predator fish will eat all of them. So that is something that I think they really need to work on, is getting some kind of respawn rate for a lot of the things in the game. Hello, spadefish. You are now going to be my lunch. Brain coral? Oh, I can scan brain coral. As you can tell, I really like scanning stuff. It feels like I'm playing Pokemon or something. I gotta scan them all. Alright. Let's find some silver. What was that? Oh, one of those little bitey things. A reefback! Okay, so reefbacks are basic. Oh, what are you? Reginald? I don't remember that at all. Ugh, I hate these things. Reefbacks. These things are great. They are enormous. They are peaceful. And they sound like whales. And yeah, I really like them. Although I gotta be honest, at night, when you're diving, and one of these just kind of looms out of the murk, it's actually a little bit scary. You get this kind of visceral feeling that, like, this is a bad time. Something bad's gonna happen. But I mean, they're completely peaceful. They don't hurt you at all. I cannot eat a reefback if that's what that meant. I don't even think I can hurt them. But yeah, reefbacks are cool. If you look at the concept art for the game, they have actual reefs planted on here with like fish floating around and stuff. And obviously that isn't implemented, but hopefully it will be at some point, because I would love to see reefbacks floating around with their own little mini ecosystem just hanging out there. That would, I mean, that would just be so cool. And I love those sounds. It just really sounds like fish, or whales. What am I saying? Fish. Man, where is it? Where are all the ore deposits? Ah, okay, so there's one. So I'm probably going to surface first, and then just dive straight down onto it. So one thing you'll notice as I go up is that, yeah, some of the terrain kind of unloads. I'm not sure if that's a draw distance problem, or if there's just action, or if they just have a straight up don't load the terrain below a certain distance, or what. Okay. Put my knife away, because I feel like I swim faster without my knife out. I'm not actually sure if it's true, though. Alright. Okay, so there's one here, and then there's one to the right. Silver. Awesome, that's what I needed. Alright, that's what I was here for, so I'm leaving. Bye, Reflex. Oh yeah, look, they got glowy bits underneath. I think part of the problem with the reefback is how would I fit it inside my escape pod? By itself, it's larger than my escape pod. Alright, so I also need table coral, but that's really easy to get. Table coral is not a problem. If you're interested in seeing how the game looked at earlier stages, I still have 5 Subnautica videos up on YouTube. Of course, this stream will be going up on YouTube too. Unless something horrible happens, like, I don't know, I die during it or something. In which case, you know what? I'll let you know right now, if I die during the stream, I still want it to go up on YouTube. So, tell like friends and family to make that happen. Now that I have the suit, I can go back on the ship. But I don't know, I probably won't survive the trip back to the ship, so I'm not going to try it yet. But it is what is required for you to get back on the ship. And when you're on the ship, you can seal up the reactor so that the radiation goes away. And the reason that you want to do that is because there are other suits that you can wear besides the radiation suit. And they have actual advantages. So, let's see, there's a reinforced dive suit, which reduces the damage you take from enemies. There is a still suit, which recycles water, and basically what it means is every once in a while it spawns water. And effectively what that does is reduces the rate at which your hydration levels deplete. Let's see, there's a rebreather that will eliminate the oxygen consumption penalty for depth. Because, as you can see how the depth says 5, 6, 7, 8 meters, and it's white. Eventually it'll go yellow. If you were paying really close attention, you might have noticed that happened earlier, when it went to yellow as I was at 111 meters or so. And then eventually it can go to red. And so, when it's yellow or red, you consume oxygen significantly more quickly. Alright, table coral samples acquired. Let's make a computer chip.
New creature discovered.
Computer chip. Awesome. Let's get some food and water. Wrong thing. I want a habitat builder. Okay. Let's put you at 5. Alright. So let's build a habitat. I mean, why get a habitat builder if you're not going to build a habitat, right? Grab a bunch of titanium. Alright. So let's put it over here, overlooking this forest. So, I'm actually going to save real quick because this is not the most stable aspect of the game. So, yeah. The game is currently frozen a little bit. I find that happens the first time when you open that you click to build something, because a lot of times it'll freeze. Again, I mean, bear in mind this is a pre-alpha build. It's pretty buggy, but usually if you wait, it will there we go. But sometimes it will also just crash out. So be aware. All right, let's put a corridor going this way. Let's put a multi-purpose room. Oh, that's where I want it. Awesome. Another foundation. Come on. Stop being stupid, foundations. Just snap. There we go. Alright. Let's get... Oh, I need more titanium. Alright, so I can't currently get into it because I don't have a hatch there, because I need glass. And it's really useless without power, so... I still need a few things, but it is a good start. A corridor, a room... yeah. Corridors and rooms are good. Alright, so 2 quartz is all I need for my first hatch. And I need some titanium. I'm going to get it from the safe shallows because forget dealing with stalkers at night. That's just a bad idea. I mean, even saying stalkers at night, it just sounds like a bad idea. So there's a lot of things you can do with the base that you can't do with your escape pod. So for instance, you can build a water filtration unit, you can build an upgrade bench. Basically, there's very little that you can do besides use the fabricator inside the escape pod. But in a base, you can do pretty much anything that the game has for you to do as far as crafting goes. So it is pretty important to get a base. I also want to get a submarine at some point. Pretty soon, actually. Also, I should check out how my stream quality is doing. Oh, no drop frames, and a good connection speed. So, yeah, what that means is that choppiness, definitely down to how OBS and Subnautica don't get along. Which is really too bad, but, I mean... I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. If you know how to fix that, let me know. I should also get a green screen. Tell you what, all donations going to a green screen. I don't think anyone's going to donate. I don't see why you would, but still. If you donate, it's going to a green screen. Alright. Other way. Get some water. Let's drink that real quick. Okay. I like that these scrap now give me 4 titanium. When I first started playing, they were only giving you 3 titanium. And they were still taking up 4 slots in your inventory. I mean, they would only take up 3 after you converted them, but still. Why am I hauling these around for 3 titanium? Okay, so here's a hatch. I might have to take... What am I? I'm missing a glass? How is that? Oh, whatever. I'll make more glass. Yeah, so it felt stupid to pick up scrap because you were just wasting inventory space. So I'm really glad that they changed that. There we go. Yeah, Duke, I mean, if you want to buy me a green screen, that would be great. My big problem right now is that actually the lighting setup is not terribly good. So, I mean, I would definitely use it. I would probably, you know, improve my lighting setup. Alright, so I can build a fabricator in here. But of course, I don't have power. It has 0 out of 0. Because I need to make a solar panel. There we go. Oh, goodness. Hit the wrong button, sorry. Come on. There we go. Let's add another one.
Power restored.
So
all primary systems online.
Each solar panel adds 25, I believe, power, and also increases the recharge rate of the power. So I can build a lot of stuff. I mean, vertical connectors, these guys. One thing I'm going to do is build a hull reinforcement. You can build bulkheads. There's a room that you can unlock with the fragment, with the scanner. That is called the moon pool, which you can dock one of your smaller submarine at. You can build glass corridors, all sorts of neat stuff. I mean, it's building a base is pretty cool. While you're there, you can recharge your health, or not your health, your oxygen. I mean, you can recharge your health too if you're building health packs. That's a thing. Speaking of health packs, let's get a health pack. So, I need to get some coral samples. I need some salt and some creep vines. So next up is salt. We're going to find salt. Salt is a little hard to see. It just exists as these tiny little crystals. Squarish crystals. I saw one over there, but I'm going to grab this scrap first. I call it scrap. I believe that it was called scrap in an earlier version, or maybe I'm just making that up. So yeah, this is salt. So to make a health pack, you need some creep vine, you need bleach. But to make bleach, you need salt and a coral sample. So, and we can make it at the new fabricator I built in my base. So that's pretty cool. Alright, hold on a second, I gotta read this. So his method for... Wow, a whole lot has happened. Okay, I don't think I can take enough time off to read all that. Sorry, if you guys want to condense it for me, let me know, because that's a big block of text. A really big block of text. Okay. So here we go. Bleach. And first aid kit. There we go. Healed back up. Let's make some glass. Oh, I'm out of power. Let's make some more glass. I want to make a glass corridor. That sounds fun. I also want to grab my lithium. Yeah. Oh, I can't make more glass? I only have 1 quartz? Whose idea was that? Mine, really. These guys in my chat are arguing about, like, morality and what slaves should do. I don't know, crazy stuff. Alright. What was I gonna do? I had a plan for coming in here. Now I don't even remember what it is. Oh, yep, reinforcement, that was it. There we go. Plus 14 to base hull strength. That's crazy. That's a lot more than it used to be. Like, a lot more. Alright, so I'm going to get 1 more unit of glass, make a glass corridor, and then I'm going to work towards getting a submarine. Or maybe stopping and eating something. Because I feel like I should probably do that today. It wouldn't be the first day I just didn't eat. Here we go. Glass. So let's just put it out here so we can get a nice view. So now when I walk out there, I'll get a nice view of the surrounding area. Isn't that nice? Alright, so in order to build a submarine, you need to have a mobile vehicle bay. So I need a titanium ingot, but I've got that. I also need a power cell and some lubricant. Lubricant you get from the creep vines. 2 creep vine seed clusters will yield you 1 lubricant. So I need to find a seed-bearing creep vine. Somewhere. The seed clusters are pretty easy to see. They are yellow and glowy. Of course, they're easy to see. Oh, there's some right there. Of course, there's also stalkers. Alright, so here's some seed clusters. So I also need a power cell. I've got 1 battery, so I need another battery and some silicone. So basically a power cell is 2 batteries and a silicone.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Thanks, British lady. Oh, hey, there's some quartz under there and on top there. Awesome. Okay, and I also need some acid mushroom. As far as I know, there's no difference between the big and the small acid mushrooms. I think it's just a aesthetic difference. Quartz, 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 quartz. Watch out for crashes. So crashes are... they're not here, but they are these strange little fish that live inside what look like plants. And when you get too close to them, they pop out and attack you by blowing themselves up. And they recently, in this update, they significantly reduced the damage from crashes. It used to be that a crash would nearly kill you. Now it does like 10 damage or something. It's fairly minimal now. Which I think is a good thing, because crashes made exploring caves just ridiculous. Check your chat. Okay, look. I understand I should check my chat more, but, I mean, when you guys go into some deep philosophical, like, 4-page debate about slavery, there's only so much I can do. In fact, I'll tell you what. I will put the box that I'm using to keep track of my chat closer to my line of sight. So, there. Alright, so, get one of these. Get one of these. Power cell. Okay. So, lubricant. Pretty sure I can make that already. Lubricant. Let's make some titanium. Sorry. And titanium ingot. Okay, so now I can make a mobile vehicle bay. Awesome. Do I have anything to eat? Yeah, because my guy's getting hungry. Let's make some fish. I don't know, you might have said only 2 things about slavery, Ben, but it was a really long block of text, and I wasn't going to pause the game and read all of that. Especially since I don't really know how it pertained. Whoa, 44? Wish I hadn't cooked that now. When did Reginald's become awesome food? Probably while I wasn't paying attention. Alright. I'll grab this ingot. Is that gold? Pff, gold. Okay. So, the mobile vehicle bay is how you build submarines. Unfortunately, oh, what just happened? I didn't mean to pick it up. Deploy! There you go. There, that's what I wanted. Climb. Alright, so you get up here, and you're like, oh, hey, look, I could build a Cyclops for 5 enamel glass, 2 lubricant and advanced wiring kit, and 5 plasteel ingots. That ain't gonna happen, because I can't get enough lithium for that. So, what I need to do is unlock the Seamoth blueprint. Yeah, I did miss a lot before that part of the conversation, Ben. I'm sorry. I make a lot of excuses, but really I should just pay more attention to the chat. I mean, that's just how it is. So the Seamoth fragments are usually found in and near the safe shallows, which is what that biome over there is. So, usually not down here in the grassy plains. This little weird, like, section of grassy plains confuses me. It's tiny. What's the point of it? This doesn't really need a point. I guess part of the point is to get this awesome cave thing, which I'm not going to go down into because I don't want to die. Because, yeah, I would die if I just started exploring that without a Seamoth. Oh, look at that. Terraformer fragment. Okay. Not a Seamoth fragment. The Terraformer lets you basically dig tunnels fairly quickly and also create new like landmass. So as you dig, it collects that like dirt and you can produce more of it. So you can change the landscape. Because although it doesn't really look like it, this landscape is actually voxel-based, like Minecraft. So, yeah. Terraform.
Emergency.
Oh.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Why don't you give me a 30-second warning? British lady jerk. Okay. I think this is my 3rd Seamoth fragment? Maybe my 4th? Yeah, 4th, look at that. Only one more to go, and I can build... Well, I can gain access to the recipe to build a sea moth. I won't actually be able to build it. I don't have all the stuff. That's probably a sea moth fragment. British lady is dropping the ball, yeah. She should be alerting me to my oxygen needs much more quickly. Alright. So let's see what I need to build a sea moth. I believe I need a titanium ingot. I need like 2 or 3 glass, power cell, lubricant, I think. Which means I might as well grab some lubricant while I'm here. Or rather, some creepvine seeds that I can turn into lubricant. I think the only reason that these things turn into lubricant is because they were like, hey, oil is often yellow, and these creepvine seeds that we already had in the game were yellow, so maybe they're full of oil? I guess you could also say something like, oh, you know, it's made of, it's like, you know, like a nut. These nuts have a lot of oil in them. I don't know. What have we here? So, yeah, sea moth fragment. So, if you scan a fragment that you already have unlocked, it'll give you 2 titanium. So. Plus, it'll get rid of that fragment being there, and I like to get rid of them because then I feel less inclined to go scan them if I'm trying to unlock things. Basically, it helps thin the field of possible candidates for things I need to unlock. I could always put the chat on the game screen. I could do that. I'll have to look into how to do that. You want me to put the chat, like, on the screen so that you guys can see it? Okay, so lubricants. I forget, can I build it now? Okay. So let's check and see. Okay, so I still need a power cell and 2 glass. That's not too bad. I could probably make the glass right now. I mean, I don't know how to put the chat on screen, but I would be interested to do it. I think it would make it fun. Alright, so let's see. I have 1 copper. So I would need 1 more copper, 4 acid mushrooms, 2 more quartz. Oops, get that glass. Get rid of that. Okay. So 1 more quartz, 1 more copper, 4 acid mushrooms. For a while after the... Oh, there we go. After the H2O update, I was still getting 3 acid mushrooms per battery. And I was always thinking, like, why do I have so many acid mushrooms? It's because I wasn't checking the recipe to notice that it had changed. I mean, why bother checking the recipes? It's never going to change, right? I mean, sure, I'm playing a pre-alpha game, but... rebalancing is for noobs. Oh, heard a crash. Eventually you can get cool fins that recharge battery-powered items as you swim. That's cool. There are also fins that make you, like, I think they're called Ultra Glide fins, and they make you swim faster. You can also get a diamond-edged knife that hits harder. You can also combine a knife with like a battery, and then it will cook fish that you kill with it instantly. So, but that's pretty far into the much later parts of the game. I can't do that right now. Not even close. Alright. Yeah, you can also build upgrades for your submarines eventually at various upgrade consoles. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff later on in the game. It's really cool to really customize your thing. Like, you can get missiles for your Seamoth. Okay, so I need one more glass. Oh, I didn't need glass, I needed silicone. Ah! That is not what I wanted to do. Ugh. Oops. Come on, let me get through. Now I feel like a moron. As far as I know, there's no way to, like, convert materials back into their raw form. Oh well, I mean, I'll use the glass eventually. It's not like I'm not going to use glass. Oh good, here's some quartz. I know, right? Serious noob mistake. I am terrible at this, apparently. Although I think I've only died... Have I died once during the stream or twice? I'm not really sure. Hello, twin planet. So one thing you can notice is that the other side of the planet from before is illuminated. That's because the game actually has like moon faces for this planet. It doesn't seem to for the moon over there, but whatever. Also, they added these flying bird creatures. Those weren't always in the game. I say this wasn't always in the game, but that's true for like everything. Okay. Silicone. There we go. Let's get some water. Need a peeper. Look at that. Full up. Alright, so... Power cell. Awesome. So now I should be able to make a Seamoth. Alright, so this is a cool effect. Oh, Duke's gone? Oh well, he's gonna have to miss me creating the Seamoth. Alright. Seamoth time.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. I like that you can now turn on and off your headlights. Before, right-click got you to exit the Seamoth, and now you actually have to hit E and right-click. Gets you headlights. Okay, yeah. Pointing in roughly the right direction. I want to get to the mushroom forest, because they have lithium there. So one thing is that the Seamoth is actually so fast that sometimes it causes problems with the terrain not loading in quickly enough. What is that? This is new. I was never there before. It's a big chunk of the Aurora. Interesting. Well, I kind of feel like there should have been something in there, but okay. I mean, that's cool. I don't know if there's a point, but I mean, it's certainly cool. Why am I swimming so slowly? Seriously, what's going on? Why am I swimming at a stupid pace?
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, well, that was interesting. Never seen that before.
Caution. Passing safe depth.
Yes, I am. But I am where I wanted to go. So this is the crazy mushroom forest thingy. So, got jelly wraiths. These are harmless. Or at least they were harmless. Oh, wait, what happened to my... Oh, my inventory setup is not visible because I'm inside the sea moth. Duh. Let's get a scan. Neat. So, alright, let's get some lithium. Oh. Cyclops pressure compensator fragment, huh? Neat. I'll try not to legs it up. What was I doing that seemed like I was legsing it up, though? So I don't feel like I was legsing it up. Oh, I was swimming slowly, which is something Legs would do because his legs are all crazy. Alright, so yeah, that's lithium right there. It's like a purple crystal. I don't know. Lithium. Lithium. So I want to get a bunch of it. So I need 5 in order to make the sea moth. What just hit me? Clyde was something, and now my health is at 89%. Should probably weld that. Okay. Oops. Meant to hit W, hit E instead. I know how to play this game. Oh, hey, look at that. Another fragment. Yeah, swimming too slowly was definitely a legsy kind of thing to do. And that's the thing, I don't know why I was swimming so slowly. Like, I'm not swimming that slowly now. Weird. So one tip is, if you're having a hard time finding things that are in these grassy areas, The grass does not appear on the lowest graphics setting. So, the game actually gets slightly easier to play if you turn down the graphics. Or at least that was the case. I actually haven't tested that in quite a while, but it was definitely the case in earlier versions of the game. Okay. So lithium is also nice because you can use it to make reinforcement panels for your base. What's that? Is that a thing? Can I get that? Looks cool. Can I scan it? No, it doesn't seem like it. Ooh, I can get tree mushrooms. Neat. Yeah, I have not played the H2O update enough to know what I can scan. What keeps hitting me? Man, this game is full of jerks who like to crash in. Oh. There's a lot of sharks there. If I flash my lights at him, he'll go away. Or maybe he'll just come towards me. Go away. I just want to scan that fragment without you biting me. Yeah, probably not worth the risk. But that lithium is. Well, that got a little choppy for me, too. Alright. How much lithium do I actually have now? Oh, a bunch. Awesome. I say a bunch because it's more than I want to actually take time to count. 2 fragments? Huh. This will actually get me the pressure compensator recipe. Awesome. Now if I can just get to this thing before these guys eat me, and before I run out of oxygen.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Awesome. Alright. Time to get out of here. Yeah, so as you can see, the Cyclops, or the Sea Moth, is so fast that, oh, I heard a, there we go. Hello! Yeah, it's so fast that sometimes the train loads in more slowly than you move. When that happens, you get a serious drop in performance. Because the game is trying to load in a lot of terrain data. So yeah, that was a very successful lithium hunt. Got lots of lithium. Hey, look, floaters. Okay. Yeah, right there was a big performance drop as I loaded in terrain data. Okay. Oh, I need a Chrome extension, huh? Yeah, I mean, post a link. I don't have it blocked, and it doesn't bother me if you do. Although, actually,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
it might be easier in terms of me remembering if you actually send it to me over, like, Facebook chat or something. Because I'm less likely to accidentally close that without having clicked on the link. Because I'm not really going to click on the link right now while I'm currently streaming. Okay. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lithium. That's pretty good. I only need 5 for the Sea Moth. Or for the Cyclops. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to go here. Alright. Dump all that. Thank you. I just saw the link. I will check it out afterwards. Hey, look, scrap. Or metal salvage, or whatever we're calling it now. So another thing you can do with bleach is you can get disinfected water, which restores like 50 water. It's way better than grabbing the water sack thingies. Is there more metal salvage around here? Yeah, one of my rules of thumb for this game is if you can get it in the safe shallows, get it in the safe shallows. Because they're safe. Okay. Are you all talking about, like, Quantum Leap? Is that what's going on here? Yep. You are talking about Quantum Leap. Alright, titanium ingot. Grab some lithium. Suddenly you have yourself a plasteel ingot. Bam. Alright. Also need some enamel glass, so I'll need 2 more stalker teeth. Yeah, it should have been on. But do you guys know how long it's been since I've watched Quantum Leap? I mean, for one thing, the most recent Scott Bakula show I saw was Enterprise. And I did look at the chat for the whole obvious comments. No, it's actually true. I knew psychically, without even looking at the chat, that you were talking about Quantum Leap. I can just tell when people are talking about Quantum Leap. It's a skew. Alright, so that's a crash right there. Or a crash home, or whatever. Yeah, see, it opens up as a warning. And then it eats you alive. A handkerchief? What are you doing with a handkerchief? What's the point? What is the point of handkerchiefs? Oh, I mean, it is true. What else would you discuss? I don't know, maybe Star Trek? You do both watch Star Trek, I believe. Could be wrong about that. I don't feel like I'm wrong, though. I feel like I'm dead on about that. Hooray, titanium! Alright. Since it's nighttime, I'm gonna head back. So one trope that this game definitely is drawing on is alien life is bioluminescent. Why? Well, because Ben watched Enterprise for the second time and switched to Quantum Leap because I needed more Scott Bakula. Except for that last episode of Quantum Leap. You guys remember the series finale of Quantum Leap? Where, like, Scott Bakula Sam is, like, talking to, like, some kind of weird god character or something. There's no resolution. And then at the end, you just get this black screen that says that he never made it home, and they spell his name wrong. It's like, come on, people. Worst series finale ever. Alright. So, let's make more. Titanium. That series finale was not great. Yeah, after all that, they're like, no, we're not going to give you a real last episode. We're just like, nah, he just never makes it back. And thanks for watching, chumps. It's like, well, gee, thanks, guys. To be fair, though, it's because that was not planned on being the last episode. The show was unexpectedly canceled. So... Wait, who doesn't get to know all the answers? Alright. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm gonna make some enameled glass. I think the ratings for Quantum Leap were declining. I don't think it was quite bad ratings yet, but it's one of those things where, a lot of times you want to end a show while the ratings are still decent, because you don't want your channel to be associated with crap shows. So if you wait for a show's ratings to really decline, that can kind of give you a bad reputation. It's similar to, Bring It Back with Scott Bakula, except that they said that he never made it home. So, I mean, what are they going to do? Contradict themselves? But, yeah, I think it was one of those things where it was a victim of declining ratings and not necessarily bad ratings. I still remember being shocked when, well, not necessarily shocked, but being quite unhappy when The Next Generation was canceled. It is literally the premise of the show to change history, so yeah, I guess it does make sense that they would just change whether or not he made it back home. So Al will start leaping and change the past so that Sam gets home? Is that the deal? The new Quantum Leap will focus on Al getting Sam home by leaping quantumly? Is quantumly a word? I don't even know. Stephen Moffat could write it. That's true. Well, I mean, he's going to be cut free from Doctor Who after this next season. Which apparently is going to be Peter Capaldi's last season, which is actually what I was expecting. I was expecting him to last 3 seasons, because if you look at the average length of time the new Doctors have stayed on, it's been about 3 seasons each. Or I guess since it's the BBC, 3 series, because, you know, BBC has to be difficult like that. Inventory full. Bleeder! Die, Bleeder. I do not like bleeders. I don't know if I've said that. As far as I'm concerned, all bleeders must die. Yeah, maybe that is why Stephen Moffat is leaving Doctor Who, so he can go continue Quantum Leap. Well, I mean, they're I'm sorry, they're continuing the X-Files. Classic Who was measured in seasons. Is that actually true? I don't know that to be true. I'm not saying it's false either. I just don't know. You know what? Before I make a bunch of stuff, I'm gonna make a new solar panel. There we go. It is kind of funny that Mulder's ringtone is the theme song for X-Files. I like that. It's not much of a fourth wall break, but it's just enough to make it amusing. Okay, titanium ingot. Bunch of glass. Running out of power. Okay. So, I have 2. Still need more stalker teeth. But it will be day soon. The Dayman will conquer the Nightman. Alright, so stalker teeth. Need 2 more stalker teeth. So the reason I'm not taking the Seamoth is because the Seamoth has a limited power supply, and I don't want to have to keep making extra power cells for it if I don't have to. Alright, so stalker teeth, stalker teeth. I find that a pretty effective method of finding stalker teeth is to just find stalkers that are carrying scrap, or metal salvage, or whatever we're calling it. I just keep calling it scrap. Which I know is wrong, but... One thing about the stalkers is they actually tend to have places where they put their scrap metal. And so near those places you can sometimes find stalker teeth. They have their little like layers for their metal. Oh, hey, a brain coral. The Dayman is, in fact, the champion of the sun. He's also a master of karate. Well, there's not going to be any stalker teeth out here. Come on, stalkers, do your thing. Pick up these pieces of scrap metal and give me stalker teeth. Jerk stalkers. Well, you just picked one up there, but did you drop a stalker tooth? No. Jerks. Just spawn stalker teeth. Yes, and friendship for everyone. Dayman. Oh, there's a stalker tooth. 1. Oh, 2. That's what I need. 2 stalker teeth. Awesome. Which way is my home? That way. Great. Time to make me some enamel glass. Although I still need one more unit of glass, worth of glass. So. Titanium. Oh, there's some quartz and some more quartz. Awesome. So I guess I'll also need some copper because I have to make a power cell, don't I? Or actually, I don't remember. Do I need to make a power cell? Something to check. I think I need some more lubricant. Lubricant is very important for many things. Also, so is food. I should get some food. Peeper, 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 peeper. Come here. Ugh. That was my frame rate stuttering. Just disappear? Oh yeah, you can't see the peepers when they jump above the water. For some weird reason. Some weird reason I'm sure makes sense to someone. Copper, nice. That's what I was looking for. Welcome back, Duke. You missed our discussion of the day, man. Barak is a biblical name. I mean, I'm not gonna call you a liar, but I'm gonna need some kind of a reference for that. You didn't miss a whole lot. I'm still collecting things to make a Cyclops. Oh, I can make a wiring kit. But I already have one. Alright, so... eat that. Make some disinfectant water. Alright, so... let's see. So I have 5 enamel glass, that's what I need. I need one more plasteel ingot, so 1, 2, 3. So I just need one more scrap metal, and I can get another plasteel ingot. And I still need a lubricant, so I'll go grab that now. It's Barak without the C. So, okay. I'm going to admit, I don't have the Bible memorized or anything, but I'm going to need to know where in the Bible this name occurs. Because unless you guys can tell me, I've never heard of it in the Bible, so, yeah. I'm not going to read Wikipedia while I'm playing, just give me the verse number. What do you think this is? Wikipedia time? It's Subnautica time. And actually, I am going to stop after I make the Cyclops and show you guys the Cyclops. Judges chapter 4. You'd think I would know that, right? Being me. A judge. And yeah, in case you guys are wondering, I'm not keeping my name secret from, like, Twitch or YouTube. Most of my videos on YouTube start with my name, so... yeah, I know. It is like my book of the Bible. Sorry, guys. I'm a huge disappointment to everyone, I know. Oh, yeah, I also need titanium. Given how rare titanium is in the real world, it's really common in this place. Judges 4:8. Alright. Let's get some lithium. There we go. Plastic. Oh, wait. Didn't I just pick up lithium? What did I drop? Oh, I dropped titanium in there. There we go. Lithium. Aw, Ben, you don't get a book of the Bible? I'm sorry. Alright, so let's get those 5. These 5. And I think I might have enough to make a Cyclops. Not really sure. Alright, so I still need an advanced wiring kit. Okay, and a lubricant. Alright, so lubricant is easy, but let's see what's in the advanced wiring kit. Okay. Alright, so we need 2 gold and a computer chip. So I already have 2 gold in my storage bay, and all I need now is 2 tape. Oh, actually I have all of that. Look at this. Look at that. Computer chip. And advanced wiring kit. Awesome. So now all I need is the lubricant, which should be easy. So yeah, you guys are going to get to see the Cyclops. The Cyclops is cool, and it is what I need, really, to go to the Aurora. So, I won't play this save without streaming it, because this will be my stream save. And, you guys will get to see the trip to the Aurora, which will probably include a Reaper Leviathan, at least one. So, yeah. Reaper Leviathans are scary. Feel free to look them up on Google if you need to. People are sending me messages. It's about my Friday game, so I should probably check. Sessions. Okay, so that's someone who won't be able to make it to tomorrow's game. I think tomorrow's game may end up being cancelled, which will suck because that's 2 weeks in a row that it's been cancelled. I really don't want to cancel it 2 weeks in a row, but there's... I'm not going to play if no one can make it. Okay. So, this should be it. The advanced wiring kit, 2 lubricants, 5 enamel glass, 5 plasteel ingots. Also, yeah, lithium. Make more hull reinforcements. Okay, here we go. The Cyclops. And of course my game gets all freezy. Look at that. So my little constructor bots go and build the Cyclops. Alright, chat. What am I naming the Cyclops? Because I can rename it. So give me a name for it and I will name it that. Why is it sticking out like that? I don't even know. Oh, because it's like stuck on this thing. Great.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Jean Grey, alright. Alright, let me push this to the side for a second. Is it AY? Yeah, EY. Jean Grey. Alright. So yeah, get the seam off. Okay. So give you a little tour. You can dock the seam off down here and access it this way. You can also build things. For instance, if I want, I can make a, or at least I could make a fabricator in here. Yeah. So, don't even have to go back to my base to fabricate things. Works on power cells, 6 of them. Got this spinny thing. So there's 3 on that side, 3 on this side, come down here. So hatch. Away. Alright, and I can leave. Another neat thing is that I have to get it really more into the depths, but actually I can probably try it now. You can dock the Seamoth under here. See, there's a seam. That is a docking bay for the Seamoth. So you can take it with you. Now I can't see my Seamoth. Where'd it go? Yeah, it was the whole Jean Grey name. It's a joke. Man, come on. Oh, there's a Seamoth. Alright. Wow, that's really close to my Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to surface this thing, point it towards the Aurora, and then that'll be it. Alright, so it's this way. Alright, so, save this game. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed Subnautica. I certainly did. It's on Steam, early access, so feel free to pick it up if you want. There is planned multiplayer, but there isn't multiplayer now. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.